Good morning and welcome back to the vlog. Today is Sunday and we're still here in Melbourne. We got 5 hours before our next flight back to Sydney. So why not explore Melbourne in 5 hours? We're gonna hit up some of the great food hotspot, some of the great, I guess, Instagrammable dishes. In 5 hours, we'll see what we can do. But me and Helmi, we're hungry and we're out to eat some great food. So if you guys like food, this is a good episode to see. Let's check out some of the great places. All right. Okay, so we are now at our first food stop called Lucy Liu. Just like the actress's name, but I don't think it's owned by Lucy Liu. But it's a restaurant here in Hosiery Lane in Melbourne CBD. It's one of my favorite restaurants. But there's one dish that I'm gonna introduce to you today, which is the Genbing pancake roll, which is the soft shell crab roll with hoisin sauce, spicy hoisin sauce. Love it, can't wait for it. It's $15, it's a big portion. It's definitely worth your time coming down and trying this dish. Every single time I'm in Melbourne, I always eat this. This is one of the best dish. So let's try it. This is like an explosion of flavor. I can feel that hoisin sauce just coating it nicely. The soft shell crab, very crunchy. Really feels like a, it's like duck pancake, but into another level. You've got that mint leaves here, just looking absolutely smashing, amazing. What a great combination. It's a great dish. You guys gotta try it. First time I tried this, I got hooked into it. I actually ordered another one. And this is actually an entree dish. Imagine the main. All right, so we are currently in Hosier Lane here in Melbourne CBD. It's just one of the laneways that has a lot of graffiti. It's probably one of the most Instagrammable spot where you take photos, with amazing backdrop as well. But the reality is that it's just like a laneway full of graffiti, and you gotta do it close up to make it really, really good. Take a look. Melbourne is a fashion city that really feels like a labyrinth, a maze of laneways with hidden gems waiting to be found. As an avid coffee lover, two of my favorite quintessential laneways are the Grave Street and Hardware Lane. Today, we're headed to hashtag on hardware.
Look at this hot chocolate. Ooh. Fancy. This look like in chemist lab, and literally this is the fair floss. So what you do, you just pour it out. Let's go. So you can basically get the matcha as well. It's quite new, and this one is just the normal hot chocolate. But look at that, yum. Ooh. It's like punch of sugar. So this is actually dark chocolate, which is quite bitter. However, the fair floss make it a little bit sweeter, which is actually perfect hot chocolate for this kind of weather.
So now we are on our third food stop, which is Menya. They have a few outlets here in Melbourne. One of my favorite dish here is the gyutan down here, which is an ox tongue. Generally, ox tongue comes in different forms, thinly sliced, and then there's one that's really, really big. I prefer mine like pretty thin like this. Let's go taste it out. Look at that steam. Loving it. It's so good, so tender, juicy. You got a lot of onion here as well, and chili. You've got to get some chili on it. It just makes everything absolutely wonderful. So the dish itself costs about $17.50, but you'll be deterred by the price. It's actually a really good dish, absolutely really good dish. And I think for an extra $3, you get an extra meat as well on top of that. So Is it worth it? Ask my friend Ed right here, who's never tried it before.
That's really good.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Even he said good. Melbourne is the holy grail of food. So much to discover, yet so little time. But if there's one thing Melbourne is known for, it's serving one of the best coffee in the world. So, time to hit one of my favorite joints in the city, Sensory Lab. So here we are in Sensory Lab, one of the best coffee here in Melbourne. Oh, that was so good, it just woke me up. No matter if you're here on a layover, a business trip, or on a holiday, this city is packed for all occasions. So, if you're coming down soon, g'day mate, and welcome to Melbourne.
We are 2 hours early here, finishing the day off. We may just get some food here.